Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You hear me? Yes. Just wondered about that. Sound quite like it's on to me. And I'm on up here, Kenny. Better now? Okay. Got a new microphone, so we got to adjust again. But anyway, we want to make sure it stays on, so we got a new mic, and God's providing in a variety of ways. You know that? He just provides not only materially, but He provides emotionally for us. Provides spiritually for us and provides in every way. And I'm just so thankful for how God's providing. You know, I'm very sensitive when it comes to sound. It sounded like I went out for just a second there. Okay. So we're going to work on that part of it and see what happens. Always something. You get one thing fixed and then there's something else, you know. So feel bad about that, but there's nothing we can do about that. You know, I'm learning. I'm going to save my sermon for you. But I am learning my sermon. It says, count it all joy. I cannot say I have learned that. I cannot say that God would give me an A in that. But I can say I'm learning that. That no matter what goes on, God does work it out together for good. Amen? Are you glad you're here today? Can you say amen? Amen. I'm glad that you're glad. There is no place like this place, so this place must be the place. Amen? Amen. I do. I don't think I say this too often. I truly love this church. And when I say I love this church, I love the people of this church. I love what God's doing in this place. And I love what God's going to do, what He has done. And matter of fact, this last week I looked over an old Haynes Creek Church director just to see who I might know, you know, but how God has worked through the ages. God is working now. And God will continue to work because He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. We're going to make just a couple of announcements. One is we're going to have communion today. I think we're going to do this together when it gets ready for the time. So just relax when it comes to this tab if you had a tough time. But let me just give you a brief instruction, and then we'll do it again toward the end just to make sure everybody gets it done. But on this tab, if you'll press down slightly, not too hard, because if you press too hard, the whole thing will come off. But if you press down slightly, there should be a separation between that top of that plastic there and that foil. Where you pull that back, the top part, and there will be a wafer. You take your wafer, then you pull back the foil. You got it? So there's two pieces here in the front. You push down, you'll see there's two pieces and separate them. I think that'll make it easy. And when we get to that time, if anybody needs help, we're going to make sure you get help, okay? And if this doesn't work, I'm going to find something else for next month. All right, so I'm hoping that this will work. I'm going to give it another try today. But we're looking forward to having communion together, worshiping together, fellowshipping together, doing life together. Aren't you glad you're part of a church like this? Yes. Where we can do life together. Bible studies, the men and the women will meet this week on Tuesday. And probably the last week I might say something about this, but we still need some more people to help us with the sound. There's a variety of things when it comes to sound. There's a sound that you're hearing right now, and somebody else usually does the video. Right now, Kenny's doing it all. And if Kenny's not here, I don't know what we would do. You know, I just don't know for sure what we would do. But we need more people here to get involved in that. Today we're going to be using our hymn books more, and the reason we're using our hymn books is because we use a program here that many of the songs that we use that you see on video are in a program, but some of the songs that we're using today are not in that program. But what we're going to learn to do, and we know we can learn this, but somebody's going to come over and show us how to do that. I believe I do. Show us how to do this. Is somebody that can make slides for us so that we can sing these songs without the hymn books. But today we're going to use the hymn books, okay? And we're working toward that place where we won't need to do that anymore. But I trust today that you will worship. And that you'll just, aren't you glad we're not in a hurricane right now? Yes. There's a lot to be thankful for. I don't understand this COVID crisis. There's things I know that Satan has worked through it as far as that's concerned, but I also know this. God works everything out together for good. Amen. To them that love God are called according to His purpose. Okay? So through this, we want God to work in our lives and change us. May we leave here today different. May we leave here today stronger. May we leave here today revived, renewed, just a closer walk Amen? We can have just a closer walk. Just draw me a little closer to the Lord. Let's stand, and Dick, you'll come and lead us in our opening song.